Hello boys and girls, welcome back to the plot. It is March the 11th, it is Sunday morning. I had a little drinky last night, so I'm a little bit delicate. On top of that I've got a cold as well, so hopefully you can hear me. My ears are all bunged up and that, but hey, never mind, I'm here and I'm ready to get some work done. First job of the day, today, is finish off this greenhouse. It's been going on for a little bit too long now, so I've got my little clips, I've got my cleaner and everything like that, so I'm going to clean up the glass, I'm going to get it on, and then we'll have an extra growing space. So yeah, awesome. Always the way, isn't it? You can be doing a job for hours and hours and hours, and then you come to the very last piece and you're going to do yourself an injury. Look at that, slice right across my finger there. I think I'm going to live though. So that's how it's looking anyway at the minute. So most of the glass is now on. There's a couple missing. I've just stopped to give myself a bit of emergency first aid. Emergency first aid. No, I think I'll live. So that's that. I've actually come up a bit short on the glass. I've had a couple of breakages. I think the ones that are stacked up over here, the frost must have got to them. Oh, I think the frost must have got to them. Because, yeah, they've smashed. Anyway, never mind. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 pieces short, which is not the end of the world. Let's go finish off. Now I've stopped bleeding. Right then guys, that's the second greenhouse now glazed. What I've had to do with the shortage of glass, there's back end here where the hedge is, I figure it's not going to get a lot of sun through there. So I'm just going to get some bits of metal or something like that, maybe some galvanised sheet, and get them cut to size and put them in the back there. And that'll be fine, unless I can get hold of any glass in the meantime, that'll be nice. But like I say, I'm really tight, so I don't really want to have to go out and buy any, you know what I mean? Just checking there, I think I've missed a couple of clips. I have, there's no clips in that piece at all. What's he like? I don't know. I don't even know if I've got any. Here we go, this one will do. Ouch! That's alright, it's all good. So, that is 2 greenhouses. So I've got one where I can start my seeds off. That's actually been doubling up as a shed at the minute. As you can see, it's absolutely rammed with all sorts of rubbish. And then the second one there, which is going to be, don't know, growing stuff on, tomatoes and peppers and things like that. So, well chuffed with that anyway. Been up to the other plot, pillaging as well, so I've got some chairs. Just realised I've got nowhere to sit down. So the plot now in general looks a bit like that. I'm going to get my garlic in at some point. Shall I do it now? I think I'm just going to put a couple of rows of garlic up here, up in this one. This is where the potatoes were last year. It's sprouting in the greenhouse at the minute. So it's been sitting in here. It's absolutely boiling hot today. Say in this greenhouse, I won't be surprised if it went 18, 20 degrees. It's really warm. So I want to get that out of here because the garlic likes a bit of a cold spell, doesn't it? So yeah, let's crack on. Let's do that. Oh, whilst you're here, my onion sets, they were all covered up because of that really cold spell. And believe it or not, I've not actually been down since. So we can uncover them now. They've really dried out, all of them. So we'll give them a good dousing. None of them really sprouting yet, but that's probably because they have dried out. Right, give them a little drop of water. Right, that's the leak bed taken out anyway, dug over. I was perfectly honest, I left the leeks in there too long, and just didn't bother harvesting them. I did a few further earlier in the year and they had little leaf miner bugs inside them, and it kind of put me off the rest of them. So the rest have all sat out now, and I can't put them in the compost because obviously they've got the leaf miner. You know, you don't know what sort of eggs or bugs that you're going to put back into your soil. so they are going to have to be probably left out to dry and then burnt. So yeah, but anyway, that's another bed ready. I'll give that a top dressing of bloodfish and bone just to liven the soil back up a bit. But we're getting somewhere now. Still got a load of parsnips in there. You see them trying to sprout up, but I think they're probably past it as well, so I might have them out, start with a clean sheet. So yeah, I shall give this bed a little dig now. Interesting stuff, yeah guys, haha. Hello boys and girls, back down the plot again for a little bit. Nice day actually, it's been beautiful. I have been down here a few hours already, but forgot to do an intro, so here's the intro. Hi! So this is how the plot looks at the minute. Same old. So we've had all that snow a couple of weeks ago, that's all passed by now. And then today and yesterday it's been really hot. Really hot, so a lot of the weeds have started to shoot up. Got some creeping buttercup in there, some couch grass. What else? It's coming down, having a look. Filming today on my new camera, the JVC Quad Proof, is it? Waterproof, shockproof, waterproof and shockproof, and some other proof as well, dustproof and abuse proof, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's super clear crystal HD, so now you can see all the blackheads on my head. It's got a screen next to it, so my eyes are probably looking at myself, which I'm not used to. Yeah, so hi. It's really off-putting. Actually, it's like starting to learn how to record all over again, really. And the range is a bit weird, so I'm having to hold you at arm's length like that. It's alright. It's alright. So hopefully I'll be able to edit all of this easy enough, and it looks nice. It's going to be better than my last camera anyway. Yeah, I'm looking here. Look, I should be looking there. Should be here. I'll practice. Alright guys, it's time for the garlic to go outside now. You know, the one that I started, my Nottingham garlic that I grew here last year. Yeah, weather's nice enough now. Garlic don't really matter, does it? It likes a nice bit of a frost. So I'm gonna stick it outdoors anyway. It's gonna be about time. So the one that we're on about, so I'm still getting used to this camera, is these ones here that we've got, 36, 7, 8 plants. Me shop bought garlic, as you can see at the bottom there, is just about started to sprout up now as well, which is lovely. I'm still going to see how that goes, because that's Spanish, so I don't know how it'll get on with this climate, but hopefully alright. So I'm just going to prepare a bed outside. Prepare it. Just going to use this one here, just because it's all ready. Just give it a quick tickle over, put some blood, fish and bone on there just for a bit of nutrients for it to get stuck into, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, I'm going to put some of this blood, fish and bone down just on the ground. A bit of fertiliser for them just to get stuck into. There you go, I'm just going to go like that, sprinkle. Not a precise dosage. Just get a quick tickle into the earth. What do we reckon? About there? Oh, that'll do. So we can see the garlic plant themselves. There's the little clove. It's shot out quite nicely. It's looking quite healthy. So I'll plant them. So I'm not going to buy them too deep. Probably just about up to the top of the bulb. pretty much where they are at the minute. So I'm just making a little hole. Come out, as you see, they've got a nice root system going on there, which is lovely. Beautiful start for them. And then in they go. Just like that. What could be easier? Distance apart, I'm just going to use my trowel. I'm also going to get rid of that creeping buttercup. So, oh, needs me straight edge. Come on, straight edge. There you are. So trowel distance, next one, in we go. Again, beautiful root system on there, nice healthy looking plant. And there we go. I'm going to repeat that. Job's a fish. Okay, and there they are, all planted up now. What have we got in there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26 plants. 13 in each row, unlucky for some. What I've also done, not sure what is going to happen with birds and pigeons and all of that, so I've just put some rows of string up and tied some tin foil to it as well. Quite a lot of use out of tin foil in the garden, so hopefully that'll go some way to sort of dissuade anything that wants to try and pull them out or have a nibble on them. Don't know if it will, but it's got to be worth a try, hasn't it? So that's the first thing potted out this year. That's me garlic here, here. Yeah, so fairly happy with that. See how it goes. So I'm not an expert on garlic by any means, but didn't do too bad last year. See how it goes this year. Lovely job. Just move that unit out of the other greenhouse as well, free up a bit of space. So that's in there, that's the one that I pilfered. So yeah, I've got to get something to fill the back end in. But as it is, second greenhouse looking good. Rest of the plot looking tidy-ish. So, I'll gather up these tools. I had too many garlic, I had 30 odd plants, I put 26 in. Alright guys, we are back in the greenhouse, which you can tell because we're in a greenhouse. Right, what I have done is bought my potatoes now, so I'm going to put these out to Chit. Now, I'm not going to be planting my potatoes here until, basically what I want to do is you want to get them in the ground, and then by the time they're showing their little heads through, you want to make sure that there's no frost, because any frost will kill them off. Now, I bought potatoes now just because I just can't wait. I just love it. What have we got here? We've got rocket. These are first earlies. Now, these say plant March to May when the soil is well prepared and warm. So basically, you know, don't just put them out in March rather. You know, look at the weather, look at the conditions. You don't want to be sticking them out if it's too cold, too wet, or anything like that. But what you can do in the meantime, if you bought them, is put them onto Chit, which basically means if you keep this bag in a dark cupboard or something like that, it's going to grow long, nasty white legs. It's really going to deplete the potato because you can't really plant it with them white legs. You have to snap it off, and there's a lot of energy lost. The potatoes that you get, these are selected seed potatoes, so you know that they are free from any diseases or nasties. Potato. Right, what you've really got, I don't know if you can see it here, when it was on the plant, you can have a little stem, or a little remnants of a stem there, and usually on the opposite side to that, that's the face with all the eyes in it. You might see a few little chits coming out. So when you want to put them out to Chit, a lot of people use egg boxes. I actually did save a load of egg boxes and forgot to bring them down. So I'm just going to use one of these plastic seed trays that I've got kicking around here. So when you put them out, little sprouts pointing upwards. That's that. Hopefully it'll be alright in this plastic tray. But yes, so again, one end, that's where it's attached to the plant, a little nub. Then on the other end, a series of dots and speckles and little sprouts. They're the ones that we're going to try and promote. You don't have to chit. The debate is still ongoing with that. But one thing that is for sure is if you've got your seed potatoes now, putting them to chit will, prolong their life. And also, give them a few sturdy little shoots. Get them going a little bit quicker. Obviously your farmers and everything like that are not going to chit their potatoes, are they? Are you going to chit 12 million potatoes or however many they plant out? You're not. So you don't have to do it by any means, but it's still too early, too cold to put them out. Frost will kill them. If they're going to get frost, they will die. So, well, kill off the shoots anyway that have come through. They usually will recover. But walnuts. A lot of people grow them in greenhouses, in sacks, in bags, outside in bags, and then bring them in if there is going to be a chance of frost. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. It's a potato, isn't it? Potato. So that one don't look too healthy. And if you can see, if it'll focus, it's got like a cutaway and like a hole. So there's plenty in this bag. I don't think I'll be. What are these? These are first early rockets. So I'll probably be planting, I don't know, 8 to 10 plants. But as I've got the potatoes here, I might as well put them out to chit. And if you've ever heard of chitting, that's what chitting is. So that was my rocket. Anyway, they were first early. First early doesn't mean that you plant them any earlier. First early just means that you can harvest them sooner, and they're a smaller, little solid potato, like a new potato. Whereas your main crop, they're the ones that you leave in a bit longer to really fatten up. You know what I mean? So you've got some decent size for chips and mash and baked potatoes and all the rest of it, all that goodness. And I've gone for Maris Piper. So it's just the 2 types that I'm going to be doing. I've got a couple of pots at home actually that I'm going to grow, but they're in like these sacks, so they're just going to be something in the back garden. Okay. So again, as you can see, these ones have already started to sprout a little bit. There's nothing wrong with them sprouts at all. They're not long and leggy and horrible. But again, got one end with a little nubbin on it. That's where it was attached previously to the plant. Opposite end, that's usually where it wants to sprout. If you see this one, it's a potato. It's got a chit down here and a chit up there, one in the middle. What you can do is just rub that off. Just literally rub it like that, and then it will send all of its energy into the chits at the top where you want them. It's not really going to harm your potato at all doing that. Yes, so I'm just going to do the same again. Just chitting my potatoes. Potato chitting. Bought another rhubarb crown as well. Just one of them, because I think the one that I planted last year never really got going. It shot out a couple of leaves, little ones like that. And then I think the crown's died off this winter. Certainly seen no activity. I'm not going to, give up on it just yet, but I am going to plant another one because everybody loves a bit of rhubarb. And when I say everybody, I mean people that love rhubarb. So we'll have a go at him. Yes. Also, in Wilco's again, I don't know how much money they get out of me in a year. 3 raspberry canes, so you get an early, a mid and a late fruiting one, so hopefully that'll give me raspberries all through the season. Really lovely. Everybody likes a raspberry, or at least the people that like raspberries anyway. They come in the form of a cane, looking fairly dormant, all wrapped up, so you've got a little bit of a seed ball, root ball there with a bit of compost on it. So they'll be wanting to go out as soon as possible. Not going to leave them too long really. Right, so that's that. What else have I got to tell you then, boys and girls? I don't know. Oh, yes I do. Oh, get comfortable. Now, I don't know if any of you guys like a good read. I like a good read. I'm always buying these magazines, Kitchen Garden and Grow Your Own. Okay, I get Grow Your Own and Kitchen Garden, usually because they've got loads of seeds on the front. I think by the time that you bought a couple of editions of this, you know, there's not many other seeds that you need to buy, so I quite like these. So what did I do? I got Grow Your Own from Tesco's the other day. Grow Your Own from Tesco's came with 10 packets of seeds. It's not a massively cheap magazine, it was £6, but with 10 packets of seeds, you know, even without the magazine, that's only 60p a packet. So I've got leeks, coriander, kale, aubergines, celeriac, parsnips, swede, turnip, carrots and cabbages. So if any of you are near Tesco, because I think it said that was a Tesco exclusive offer, I've not actually checked if it's the same in other stores, you know, so it might just be like a bit wind up. But then the other thing that I did as well, I was looking on Tinterweb and Kitchen Garden. Now they do a subscription where you can just pay. And what I did, I went online, I paid £5, bearing in mind that one magazine is £5, £4.99 anyway. And for £5 I got 3 copies of the magazine, and I also got all of them. So £5, 3 magazines, and I think it was 20 packets of seeds. Is that all of them? Yeah, 20 packets of seeds. I think that's unbelievable. Now it is part of a direct debit thing, and it's like £20 every 6 months, something like that, which I'm happy with. Check out one of these: tomato, moneymaker, courgette, cabbages, radishes, celery, peppers, beetroot, watercress, basil, parsley, coriander, cucumber, leeks, kale, turnips, peppers, lettuce, another type of lettuce, rocket, chard. All of them. I'm like well chuffed for that. I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm well chuffed. Plus, I've got a subscription to a good magazine as well. And it always comes out like a month ahead of itself, doesn't it? So if it's like February, it'll bring out March's edition, so you know what's happening the following month. Anyway, I'm boring you now, so I'll shut up about that one. But yeah, if you want to like top up your seed collection, whammo, check them bad boys. Good selection as well, no repeats or anything like that. So yes. Okay, that's the end of another day, guys. Quite late on actually now. I can't believe what time it is. Never mind, you get carried away sometimes, don't you? Oh well. So yeah, it's been a really nice productive day actually. So the panic is on now a little bit, just because how late it is in the time of year, but as you can see, 1 greenhouse, 2 greenhouses, and all of me garlic down there. Woo! And then all beds dug over at the back as well there, which is lovely, isn't it? Yes. Alright, happy gardening you lot, and I shall see you soon. Spring is in the air. Everywhere you look around, spring is in the air. So tomorrow it'll probably be snowing. Still haven't moved all them pallets from down there, you know. I'm gonna get in trouble.